We've made it. Last game of the season. Nothing but pride to play for in front of a packed Priestfields today to sign this season off. But can Gillingham put up a fight against a promotion-chasing Doncaster who seek to also break a winning streak club record? All happening today on German Gills. Welcome to the German Gills Show. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of today's game against Doncaster Rovers. Thank you very much for stopping by. And any Donny Rovers fans here, thank you very much for stopping by also. It is the last game of the season, and I want to give a thank you to everyone who's been watching this show throughout this whole season. It does not go unnoticed the amount of people that are interacting with our content that we create on German Gills, and I really thank you for the bottom of my heart for all of the watching that you do and the comments that you put onto the YouTube videos. Believe it or not, I do read them all, and I try to respond to all of them as well. So thank you very much for all of your watching this season. I want to give a special thank you to Adam Wesgate as well for being our matchday reporter. He's been doing this for a couple of seasons now, and he's a fantastic addition to our show, and the amount of work that he does to give our halftime reports and pre and post game thoughts as well. It is wonderful. Thank you so much, Adam, for all the work that you do. And I extend that over to Kieran as well, who does a lot of the Northern game reporting as well. Again, thank you very much for all your hard work and dedication to supporting this channel. And also a big thank you to Luke Teachin, who's been doing the Luke's 11 now all of this season. It's a tricky job, actually, to predict 11 and then to talk about it and then to justify it. And he does that so excellently well. So thank you ever so much for all of your content that you've created for us, Luke, this season. And yeah, the whole team that we have here at German Gills, it's wonderful, and it makes the channel what it is for all of you guys, the viewer at home as well. And I want to give a big shout out as well to people that have contributed to the fan zone, whether it's once, whether it's every game, regardless. It's for you guys, so it's great to get your opinions on the show, and we will continue to do that. So thank you ever so much for all the people that have contributed to the German Gills fan zone. And lastly, a big thank you to our sponsor, C&A Building Products. They've been a fantastic sponsor all season, and if you have a building project going on at the moment, you can find the link to their catalogue in the description down below. And if you are a Gills season ticket holder, any purchase you make, you can get 10% off your next order. And I want to just extend that. Thank you very much, Chris, for supporting the show through C&A Building Products. It's been wonderful having you as our sponsor. Right, let's go over to Luke's 11 for the final time this season.
Hello and welcome to Luke's 11, which is sponsored by C&A Building Products. Welcome to the final Luke's 11 of this season. And this season, we've had an 85% prediction accuracy with 7 and 11 out of 11s, some stats that I'll be looking to improve on for next season. I remember this season as one of what could have been. Started with promise, but ultimately we was just papering over the cracks, and unfortunately not recruiting sufficiently in the final third has made this season what it is. We go into the second summer window under the Gallantons with the trusted recruitment department under significantly more pressure than this time last year. Clements will also be going into the 24-25 campaign with the target of promotion, and that I think will either make him or break him as the Gillingham manager. We welcome Doncaster Rovers to Priestfield today. The Dons have won impressively the last 10 out of 10 games, something that we could only dream of achieving this season, and you have to pay massive kudos and respect to the work that Grant McCann has done there, and also the rejuvenation of Geht Adelican. They're my pick to go up via the playoffs, just through the sheer transformation of the side over the past few months, which saw them at 20th place back in February, and I do wish them all the best in that final playoff hunt. So, for the last time this season, my 11 is Jake Turner in goal, a back four of Romeo Hutton, Max Amer, Connor Masterson and Max Clark, a midfield five of Ethan Coleman, Tim Dieng, Johnny Williams, Dom Jeffries and Connor Mahoney. With Clements' comments about Andrews, I'm going to steer clear for him and expect to see him on the bench with Ollie Hawkins up top. And I just want to say thank you for putting up with me this season. I hope you've enjoyed the content that we have brought you, and we look forward to coming back bigger and better next season. Finally, a score prediction from me is going to be a hopeful 1-1 draw. I hope you all have an amazing summer, and I look forward to coming back to you a little later on this year. Lost gets Gills.
And of course, we have Adam Wesgate, who is heading over to Priestfield this afternoon. Now, Adam, is our last game of the season, and Doncaster Rovers have won 10 games in a row. Another win for them today, and it is a club record. What do you make of their recent form and also today's game?
Well, good afternoon, Reese. And yes, it has been an extraordinary run for Doncaster indeed. Now, today they only actually need a draw, so it's going to be really interesting under the pressure because, I mean, they might even do it if they lose, but they're the informed team and usually they win the playoffs. I mean, look at us with Mark Stimpson back in, I think it was 2009. We were the informed team in the last 10 games. We actually went on to win it. That happens very, very regularly. But it's so impressive for Doncaster. Even if they draw today, it doesn't matter. They're in the playoffs. They got the job done. As for us, Dom Jeffrey's in. I like that. Now, Hawkins and Malone aren't even on the bench today. Now, I'm guessing Malone is gone, but Hawkins, I'm seeing people saying he'll go 50-50. We made a big mistake this summer not having two target men when you consider how much better we looked when Hawkins was there and how much better we looked with Andrew. So hopefully free hit today. We do all right. No pressure. Doncaster, that'll be the interesting story how they deal with the pressure. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 today. Last game of the season. Lots of fun. Let's just take it for what it is. Geht's Gills.
And of course, we have the German Gills fan zone. Fans have been contacting the show, so let's hear what they have to say about our last game of the season against Doncaster Rovers.
Hello Reese, Finley here. Hope you're okay. I'm good. Well, I reckon Gillingham will get a 2-2 draw today and might just stop Doncaster from getting playoffs and could get promoted. But I think we need to end the season on a high, even if we're not getting promoted. Come on, you Gills. Let's get a win and subscribe to German Gills.
Good morning, Reece. Hope you're well. The result today is going to be hopefully a 1-0 win to the Gills, and it's going to be a holy Christmas score. All day Gills. Subscribe to German Gills. Have a good summer, Reece.
Good afternoon, Reece. Ben here, just parked up at Priestfield Stadium for the final time of the 2023-24 season at home to Doncaster Rovers. Hope you are well, and just a quick message, I hope you have a lovely summer, and I will look forward to doing some more predictions for next season, for the upcoming 24-25 season. So my prediction for the final time this season at Priestfield, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And I'm going to say Dom Jeffries to sign off with a Gills goal this season for us. But fingers crossed for 3 points, and Los gets Gills.
Hello German Gills fans, well, for one last time this season at home against Doncaster, I think that if we can keep Hakeem and Delacou quiet, our defence is strong enough to sort the likes of Joe Ironside, I think, and keep them quiet. I think we can get a win here. Last game of the season at home, I'm going for a 2-1 win. Los Gills.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Los Gills! So we're about to get underway here at Priestfield Stadium for the last game of the season. Big shout out to our sponsor, CNA Building Products. A link to their catalogue will be found in the description down below. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Luke Teachin's boy, who is the mascot today, courtesy of winning the ME7 podcast raffle. And managed to get the last slot for the mascot package. So I hope he's having a great day, Luke, and yourself as well. Big shout out to Craig as well, as going for a 1-0 win today. And big shout out to to Finley, sorry Finley, for sending the video in today. It's the first time he's done it for the fan zone. So, I appreciate for sending the video. Right, let's see if Gills can actually get a win last day of the season at Priestfield, and who knows? Screwball by Doncaster plays that ball through as the first take of the game. A shot on goal to save by Turner. It was a good shot in the end by Ironside, and a good work, a good ball through that worked for Doncaster, and they've had the first shot on target this game so far. I mean, they've carved us open there very easily. I mean, Jake Turner was alert to it and got his strong hand behind it, but Doncaster with the first shot of this game. There's a throw in for Doncaster on this right hand side. They got the long throw to put it into the box. Turner does punch it away. Not that most convincingly. This could be dangerous for Gills. Doncaster take a shot and it just gets blocked, I think, by Andrews or by Dieng. I didn't quite see, but I have to say, Turner should be doing a little bit better there. I mean, yeah, he should be doing a lot better there. And it was, in the end, it was Andrews who managed to get his foot on it. But, Doncaster nearly did score a goal there at the courtesy of a poor punch out by Turner. Gills got the ball moving on the right-hand side. That's a good pass and moving. Can we get the opportunity ourselves? And Dominic puts in the box. Surely this is a shot. Oh, Dieng's an awful touch. Can he keep it alive? So he takes the shot. And it's Gillingham's first shot on target. Easily collected by Lo Tutala. But, I mean, it was really good work actually getting to the box. And it was just a poor touch from Dieng, who just put it the wrong side of himself. And he was on the back foot and managed to get the shot on target. But, at least it is a shot on target in the first half. And Gillingham do have that nice little bit of passing and moving. Still a threat in this game. 0-0. Gills got the ball coming forward. Dom Jeffries. It's good work actually. And Gills should create a little bit of space to make an attack. And Williams from the right ball in the box. Not a ball back, ball in, it head towards goal, and it's a great header by Andrews. He managed to get it down, and that's a threat that Andrews has. And maybe this is the kind of striker that Gillingham have been missing so much. It's a second shot on target, and yeah, we're about 18 minutes in, and the game's turned to be quite an even affair so far. It's good work by Doncaster. They're coming on the right-hand side against the box. Using to defend this one. It's gone into the back of the net, and Doncaster have scored the first goal of the game. It's a great ball into the box, and Joe Ironside, has managed to get the ball to the back of the net. It's a bit of a counter-attack, if anything else, because Gillingham started to get themselves into the game, and as a result, it's a very open game anyway, as it turns out. The last sort of 5 minutes was pretty even, but Gillingham were growing into it. But, when you've got a counter play like this and you've got a Doncaster team with full of confidence, balls in the box like this by Bailey, it was a great ball into the box and great commitment by Joe Ironside. Of course, it's going to have an opportunity to go to the back of the net, and they've taken that. Currently stands Doncaster Rovers 1, Gillingham 0. Doncaster taking this corner shot on this right-hand side. As Maxwell gives it over to the other side, Verton's going to take a shot. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic goal by Luke Molyneux. And I've got to say one thing, actually, he's been shaping up to do that a couple of times early in this first half. That obviously is in his locker, and it's one of the better goals we've seen this season. We had a cracking one last week at Mansfield, but this one has been... There's so much pinpoint accuracy in that by Molyneux, and he's absolutely rifled it. Well, not only rifled it, finessed it in that top left-hand corner, and Jake Turner's got no chance. You could argue Gillingham should be closing that down because we probably know he has that in his locker. But I'm happy to watch that again. What an absolutely thunderbolt of a goal. And again, I'll say it like last week, Gillingham have been missing stuff like this all season, and you've just got to say, fair play. What an absolute belter of a goal by Luke Molyneux. 2-0 Doncaster. Gills with the throw on the left-hand side, taking my shadows. You can get something back in this half. It's bouncer around the 6-yard box. The back heel, and it's, tell you what, not far away. And the thing is, that's probably the closest we've actually come to a goal. And I don't know what I kind of make of it, really. It's a hopeful throw into the box, and Dieng gets a back heel. If it goes in, it's a fantastic little neat goal. But, that's the most we've had to really get excited about this half. And it's a real shame, because I know we're playing against a form side at the moment, but we really are lacking any quality up front. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it is Gillingham 0, Doncaster Rovers 2, and on the line for the final time this season, we've got Adam Wesgate.
Guten Nachmittag.
Yeah, so 2-0 down. What do you make of this game so far?
Well, it's from our perspective, a typical end of season, nothing to play for. It's sort of a half friendly in a way. We've played some nice free-flowing stuff, but I think most of it is, first of all, in these sort of games, you're not going to go in for 50-50s quite as much. And secondly, Doncaster are better than us. Even if we were playing for something now, I think we'd be struggling. They just look as good as their form would suggest. The goals have been, second goal especially was a rocket, but the first one was a well-worked team goal. I just think the better team are winning, and they're obviously dealing with the pressure quite well.
Yeah, and I'm very envious of what Doncaster are putting out the bag, and I just hope the next season we can produce performances like this.
I don't see why we couldn't. I really don't think. I think we're 3 or 4 players off of it. I do mention the Martin Allen season because 2 years in a row we've come 8th with Hess and Tyler. I think he only added 3 or 4 players. Really, it wasn't that many. Stuart Nelson, Adam Barrett. I remember Dion Burton, and I think there was someone in central midfield. But the point is, those sort of spot players down the spine, and we won the league. And most of the year we walked it. Not a guarantee. I'm not saying that will happen next year, but I do think with some smart acquisitions, we've only got to bang in a few more goals and we would have been in the playoffs easily this year. So I'm actually quite hopeful.
Well, I just, you're right. We just need a couple more players, I think, and hopefully we can get those next season. But I just want to say, Adam, thank you very much for all of your reporting this season. It's been a joy, of course, and we'll see you next season, won't we?
We will, yes. And by the way, before we go, thank you very much for that. And I just want to commiserate you on Duisburg, because obviously them going down to the Regionella Liga, and most people, you said that, was there one promotion place?
One promotion place, yes.
So your local team's going to be playing, semi-pro team. So I do commiserate them and hope they go up quickly.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much. And hope we've got Gillingham to cling on to at least as well. So, there is some hope.
Well, at least if we can cling on to our Football League status, we'll hold on to that still.
That's the main thing. Adam, thank you very much. We look forward to hearing your voice at the end of the game, and have a great summer.
You too. Thank you.
So we're about to get underway for the final half of the campaign. And a big shout out to our other sponsor, Viper Golf. They've got fantastic retro golf shirts. And if you're a golfer, summer's coming up, go to their shop, select what you like. And if you use a code GG5, you get £5 off your order. Right. Can Gillingham find a way back into this? At least what I hope is that we have something to cheer about moving into the last half of this season, or last half of the last game of this season, sorry. Anyway, let's see how it turns out. No, just now breaking down this left-hand side. And Gills trying to build an attack. It's a good touch by Johnny Williams. Good ball through. Gills gets hanging. Andrews surely puts it in the back of the net, and Gills should there have gone and got themselves a goal back into this game. It was very unselfish play from Dom Jeffries, and I wonder if Andrews was just thinking that Jeffries was going to do this himself, but oh no, it's actually not a bad ball. I think it was the right move by Jeffries, actually, and just Josh Andrews, he scored a great goal here against Barrow, but just couldn't quite find the back of the net there. Decent save in the end by Lowe to Tala. Gills, not bad moving forward, but that probably is the best chance that Gills have had in this game. Turner's going for the quick counter here over the top, and Josh Andrews might be chasing this, or is it Jeffries, or is it a header? That's a handball by the goalkeeper, and I wonder if the goalkeeper's going to be sent off here. Here's a straight red card for Lowe to Tala, and what that really means for Doncaster as well, because if they make the playoffs, their goalkeeper is going to be out for the entire duration of it, and they're going to have to use their backup goalkeeper for the whole time they're in the playoffs, even if they get to the final as well. I wonder if the goalkeeper is thinking maybe in this situation, he's made a huge mistake and had a flash of red mist there. And that, unfortunately, for Lowe Tala means he's out of the playoff games for the next 3, or at least the next 2. My goodness me. Doncaster down to 10 men. Gills might better find a way back into this game. So Gills have got a free kick as a result of this red card. Got to say, the red card, by the way, will be a 1-match suspension, I think, not a free one, because personal foul was Gills. And it's John, and it goes in the back of the net, and we are back into the game. And Gills have got themselves a goal at the Raymond. Fantastic free kick by Timmy Dieng, and Gills have half the deficit. My goodness me. Game on. And Gills could find a way back into this and make it twitchy for Doncaster Rovers, because they do have to get at least a point from this game. I'm not saying, therefore, they're not going to make the playoffs, but we know how football can change all the time. Results and other grounds going in different ways. Could be a big goal. It might turn out not to be, but who knows? The beauty of football, but also a beautiful goal by Diego. Absolutely rocket that in the left-hand side, and Gills have got one back. 2-1. Hans got the ball for the corner on the left-hand side. He puts it into the back post. Anyone there to nod it in, head across the face to goal. It's looping over. Surely it's gone in! And Gills have got themselves the equaliser. They have sustained their pressure, and somehow Gills have got themselves back into this game. And my goodness me, 7 minutes ago, it looked like it was never going to happen, and Gills have got themselves level. And I'm sure lots of Doncaster fans at the moment will be checking their phones and results around other grounds, because this is game on now, because Gills could find themselves a third in this half and maybe get the 3 points. Nonetheless, it's a really good ball in from Hart, and a good head back across. I think that probably was Masterson, and it just caused the substitute goalkeeper a few problems, and the Doncaster defence also, and it sort of bobbled into the back of the net, and we have a game on. It is 2-2. Gills got a corner over on the left-hand side as it goes across the back. Was a goal on? It's saved by the goalkeeper. Surely it's the back of the net. Someone's going to put it in. Oh, goodness me. And Again, it's gone into the box. Can we recycle it? It's headed away by Doncaster. My goodness me, it was all happening here. And I just saw that Crew had got one back as well at the bottom left. I don't know if that's for Doncaster, if Gills score. Nonetheless, Mahoney's got the ball. Can we find... That was the chance. It's a good save at the end by the goalkeeper, and it goes out for a throw. My goodness me, it's all action here. Let's watch it one more time. It's a good ball into box by Hutton to the back post. It was headed across by Masterson. Great save by the goalkeeper. It's Jones' goalkeeper headed back by Andrews again. It's a scramble in the box. Oji couldn't find his feet, and Doncaster managed to find a way out. My goodness me, it's all go for Gills on this last few minutes. I may as well just keep the highlight going here as it's thrown to Mahoney. It's going to go back to Hutton at some point, surely. Can he find the right ball to get into the box? He's lost the ball there, unfortunately. It's cleared away by Doncaster, but Gills picked it up through Dom Jeffrey. It's gone back to Mahoney, and two Doncaster players out there. Can Gills find a little gap through? They can, and win themselves a corner. Wow, it's all go now. Gills got a corner on this right-hand side. Can we get the winner as it goes into the back post? Surely! Oh! I thought it had gone in, but it was cleared off the line, and Doncaster themselves are on the counter-attack potentially. As it goes over to the right-hand side, and Jake Taylor's coming out for a walk, and he's been... fouled then? No, it's going to continue on. My goodness me. This game has really opened up the last few minutes as Gills now go for one more counter, and they put the ball over the top. Great touchdown that is by Masterson. Can he find the space to get the shot? No, he can't. And Gills just about keep possession. It's gone to Hutton on the right-hand side. Shall we keep the highlight going? May as well. It's the last point of the season. Mahoney's coming forward here. Can he beat his man? He can't beat his man, and Doncaster win possession. Wow. And there's a free kick for Doncaster. I think it's going to end 2-2, but what an exciting end to the season. And that is full time. The game ends 2-2. What a fantastic way to end the season as well in terms of quality of football and entertainment. And congratulations to Doncaster for solidifying your place in the playoff. If there's any team in there that deserves to be in there, it's you guys. 10 wins in a row, and then to draw the last game of the season to cement yourself in there is an unbelievable achievement. And I wish you all the best in the playoffs tonight. I really think that you would be the favourites to go through and get promoted from that playoff. And I'm going to give a shout out to one of my colleagues, Raoul, who is also a huge Doncaster Rovers fan as well. He'll be very pleased about them being in the playoffs, of course. So, again, good work from Gillingham, and we got back into a game, and I hope, and I feel optimistic, I hope all the fans feel optimistic about leaving this game on to next season as well. Hopefully we can bolster up, we can tighten up what we have, and get some high quality players in to really go for a promotion push next season again. Thank you very much for all of you watching, and if you made it to the end of the video, thank you ever so much as well. But I'm not the final word. The final word is going to go to Adam Wesgate, and here he is.
So to say that was a bit of an exciting second half would be an understatement, and unexpected, obviously. I mean, oh my goodness, what was the goalkeeper doing for Doncaster? Because straight red, 3 games gone. I mean, just he's missing the whole playoffs if they get to the final. I was saying to my dad as well, Jones, you better be up for it, and the manager had better say, you were always my number one, saving him for the end. But the game, I mean, obviously the DN goal was great. The goalkeeping blunder was, again, I just don't know what to make of it. And obviously getting the sort of, I didn't get a great view of the headed goal, but it looked like one of those sort of, pinball goals that just can go anywhere, and it went in. So at least we made a game of it. We played for pride. Probably one of the more exciting games of the season. Doncaster went up. Thankfully, no one invaded the pitch. And I'll just end by saying that when I look at the team, you can see the core of it being good. 3 or 4 players, recruited well, and we'll be in a good position next year. And then it will give Clements a chance to show what he can really do. His team, so to speak, or the behind the scenes people, because it's not just a case of the manager anymore. So it'll be interesting to see what they can put together over the summer. But top 7, I don't think is out of the question at all. We weren't even that far off this year. That's the positive side. Wesgate, Gills, everyone have a good summer, and hopefully next season we can have that push up to League One finally.